You know what? There, look at the trenches. I mean, we're talking 6 inches here and some. And an average of about 6. Go back here and it drops down even more. What a mess. This is where it started, right here. And I had to take it wide in order to clear the trees with the trailer. If I hadn't taken it quite as wide and I went in between there, I wouldn't have had a problem. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll come out here later and I'll just drop the blade flat and back blade this. Hey, that's a nice rock. I can use that. This is getting ridiculous to me with this stuff and I find in the yard. But I can use that rock. There you go. Look at the tractor. It's a nightmare. Now my pants are gonna, hey, you know what? The mud may cover the white paint. Yesterday I'll put you down here. Yesterday I said to the wife, I gotta put on some clean pants. And so I go into my garage clothes area, and I put on another pair of these, which were clean. I come out, she says, I thought you were putting on clean pants. I go, yeah. She goes, they look the same. I said, yeah, but they all have white paint on them, so unless you can remember the pattern in which the paint splattered on my pants, they're all going to look the same anyway. Come on, come on. Should have waited. Well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. A lot of vibration here. Let me smooth it out a bit. You know, it was unreal. Laurel and Hardy. Well, so much one person being both Laurel and Hardy. I'll put you there for a minute. Let me check the phone. Okay. When I went to pick up these cabinets, I kind of realized that I was dealing with a person from another world. You don't know the area around here like, us, and we wouldn't know your area, but I'm sure you have the areas like we have to where you can almost tell the person by the town that they live in how you're going to be dealing with them. Or when I'm going into this town, I'm going to be working with these kind of people. Well, I went in to get the cabinets. I had to go into East Haven. I had to go into Vista Drive in East Haven. Now, I think I may have mentioned it. My grandfather, and my father built that whole complex. So, I don't know, there's got to be a couple, 200-300 houses there. If you look up Vista Drive in East Haven, it's a big circular thing, and it has Clark Avenue and all that. Well, that whole little development was built by my grandfather and my father. Meanwhile, that's where I had to go. And this guy was about 50 years old, maybe late 40s, but early 50s, whatever. And I knew just as soon as I met him that he belongs where he is. This is the town for him. So meanwhile, he says to me, well, the cabinets are in my basement. I'll bring them up. Well, okay, I'd like to see them. Yeah, you know what I mean? But he says, well, I'll bring them up. He says, I got to get them up here anyway. All right. He says, and I got a hand truck, so give me a few minutes. All right. So I'm leaning up against my truck, which is in the street, with the trailer on it, and I'm waiting. Next thing I know, I hear the side door of the house, the screen door opening, the door, the kicking, the banging, the noise. And he says, can you come here and give me a hand? He says, it fell off the hand truck. All right. So I walk over to the screen door. He's got it half out and half in, and the cellar stairs is right there. And this is where we're at. And it's laying on its back, and I'm bringing it out. And I don't want to do much with lifting it up too much, only because the position that he was in, it would have made him rough for him, and I didn't want him falling forward down the stairs, because there was a stair that he had to come down once he opened the door. So I'm kind of dealing with it, and we get it out to the back, to the little porch area, the little, whatever you want to call it, wasn't no bigger than the top of this table. And we got it upright, and I see the hand truck that he's using. Well, the hand truck has wheels on it about the size of a big wheel. Not a big wheel, I'm sorry, like a Tonka truck. They were about maybe 3 inches round. And the hand truck is only about this tall, maybe 2.5 feet tall. What the hell? Come on. It would have been easier just to carry him up. Meanwhile, he says, all right. He says, let me go get the other one. He says, and let me give you a hand with that one. I said, no, because I know it's going to be a pain in the ass trying to carry something with this guy. I said, don't worry about it. Go get the other one. I picked this one up, and I carried it about 35 feet to the van, put it in the trailer, and that was it. So anyway, I got all that done, and he's still fighting with his little hand truck to bring up the other one. And I hear it, all the noise. Now the cabinet, by the way, does look good. They're in good shape. So, all right. So he's fighting with the door again. Not with the hand truck now. The hand truck is, again, stuck on the stairway. So he's dragging it. Right? So I go over there and I says, all right. I says, you going to help with this one? He goes, oh yeah. He says, but I'm probably not in as good a shape as you. You know, or as young as you. I go, pal, I'm 71 years old. I had a heart attack, back surgery, you know, gallbladders, bad shoulders. Yeah. He goes, oh. Oh. Yeah. Get off your lazy ass. But see, this is the mentality of the people in this town. You follow me? You know? So, and there's another town which is worse, which is West Haven. And we actually call that Waste Haven. So, and East Haven, when it was a good town, we used to call it Staven. But meanwhile, so much for that little story. This is going to have to be plugged in or it's going to go dead because it hasn't been plugged in a while. So let me get this, or do I have one over here already? Can't tell. I do not. So let me get one. Let me get the blue one, maybe? Yeah. I don't want to have two red ones over here. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is one. No. But I'll get two of these the same over here. So let's put this one over here. Okay, so now I got a blue one and a red one. The blue one is the newer version of the USB. And the red one is the older version.